Well, good Friday morning to you. We are so glad you joined us today on Cincy Lifestyle. Hey, it is Ladies' Day. Clyde took some time off, and my friend Allie is stepping in.
Hey, Mona. I know. We'll have today and Monday as well for Ladies' Day to look forward to. But happy Friday. The sun is actually out today.
Yes, yes. I am out in the studio because Clyde couldn't be here, so it's really good. I'm glad to see all the guys in the studio. Those are my pals.
And you know, we're just a couple days away from election, and Halloween is this weekend.
It absolutely is. So Allie, I got to ask you about your favorite candy to see if it made the top-selling Halloween candy according to Retail Me Not.
Okay, I can go into very long conversations about favorite candy, but let's break this down a little bit. I can tell you right now, I'm not into the fruity candies. So the Skittles, the Starburst, I'll save those for my friends. I am more of the chocolatey nougat peanut butter, so give me a Reese's. I have to admit, though, there's something about the Halloween time, a Twix. The Twix is my go-to. I like a good Snickers. You know, every once in a while, a Three Musketeers isn't bad. It's a little bit lighter. What about you?
Well, you know, I'm not chocolatey, but you know what? Your choices, 3 of them made the top 10. There's also M&M's, Kit Kat. You said Snickers, and Reese's was at the top, and then Hershey bars and Twix. People like that. Now, more for me, Allie, the non-chocolate based candies, the top 2, Skittles and candy corn.
Skittles and candy corn, because you're not a big sweet eater to begin with, though. So if you had to pick any candy, what is your go-to?
My go-to is Dots. The gummy candy Dots with all the fruity colors, that's my go-to.
And we just had this conversation that when you said Dots, I was thinking that you were talking about the paper Dots, the just little sugary ones on the paper, which, believe it or not, Dozier's Candy, which is in Newtown, makes that right here in the tri-state. So that's cool. But now that clarification was very, very helpful. So really quick, though, what do you think are the top candies, 3 candies in the state of Ohio? I asked this because CandyStore.com did a survey. In the last 13 years, they've been collecting this information. And this year, for 2020, what do you think the top 3 candies are?
I'm going to guess Snickers, Hershey bars, and Reese's.
All wrong. You probably won't guess this one. And I don't know how this is being calculated or tracked, but it says number 1 is Blow Pops. Number 2, M&M's, which is on your list, and number 3 is Starburst. I can't think of the last time I've had a Blow
Pops. Yes. Maybe the kids are still eating Blow Pops?
In our doctor's offices? I don't know, but hey, that's the CandyStore.com survey. But I thought that was interesting and fun. It goes by state, so.
It does. That is great. All right. Well, you know what? It's also people's favorite, baseball. That's right. Baseball is America's sport. But there are some children that don't have an opportunity to participate. Well, the Joe Nuxhall Miracle League field has changed that. It is a place where every kid with every challenge gets every chance to play baseball. And it is my pleasure to welcome our guest, Tyler Bradshaw, a member of the Joe Nuxhall Miracle League Field Board of Directors. Tyler, thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Mona. Thanks for having me, and I'm with you on the Dots. I think that's one of my go-tos as well to pick out of the basket.
Yay! All right. Well, first, remind us what the Joe Nuxhall Miracle League Field is and how it got started.
Sure. So the Joe Nuxhall Miracle League Field is a complex located in Fairfield, and it is a facility built, as you mentioned at the outset, for individuals who might have physical or developmental disabilities to play the game of baseball. This was actually the legacy project of the late, great Joe Nuxhall, who everyone in Cincinnati knows and loves and reveres to this day. His son, Kim Nuxall, who was an educator in the Fairfield City Schools for more than 30 years, saw a video about a Miracle League that was built down south for a young girl who couldn't play baseball because of some physical challenges that she suffered from. And he showed that clip to Joe, and they looked at each other and knew that that was the project they wanted to pursue. Unfortunately, Joe passed away in 2007, but the dream did not die in that moment. And in 2012, we opened the Joe Nuxall Miracle League fields. We have 2 entirely accessible baseball fields. They're rubberized, and we have all the amenities that you'd want playing baseball: video scoreboards. We can do slow-mo replays, stadium seating, and since then we've also added a mini golf course that's entirely accessible, as well as a bocce ball course. And we have players all the way from age 4 to 76 who are playing the game of baseball at our facility. It's a special place.
Well, you mentioned that this is a dream. So COVID has slowed down a whole lot of things, but not the dreams for the future. So tell us how that's true.
You're exactly right. So one of the challenging things that's happened for us during the coronavirus pandemic is the cancellation of many of our fundraisers. We have an annual Miracle Ball, which takes place every year, along with a car show and a golf outing and some other fundraisers throughout the year. So starting next Friday, November 6th, we're going to be launching our COVID Can't campaign, which is an opportunity for us via our social media platforms, especially Facebook, to share lots of stories about the Joe Nuxall Miracle League fields. You're going to be hearing from our players. You're going to be hearing from their parents, and they're going to be talking about what makes it a home away from home. You're going to hear from our volunteers, as well as some of our celebrity friends, some current and former Major League Baseball players and broadcasters. Your colleague and partner in crime, Clyde Gray, has sent us a video that, of course, just brought us all to tears when we watched it. And that campaign will run all the way up until the end of November. It'll end on Giving Monday. And the goal is to hopefully support the organization and keep all those dreams alive that we've had since the start.
Well, we want to make sure those dreams stay alive. So tell us how people can donate and get more information.
Absolutely. All you need to do is go to NuxallMiracleLeague.org and click on the Donate tab. You'll be able to give a donation there. You can also help us out by following us on our Facebook page. Simply search for the Joe Nuxall Miracle League fields. And every day you're going to see maybe one video, maybe a couple. Be sure to share those. And we hope that you'll find it in your hearts and in your pocketbooks to support our players and their families. And we've got a goal of building an indoor facility that's going to be an exciting project, but those buildings don't come cheap, and we're going to be looking to raise funds for that project.
Well, I'm praying for your success in that, Tyler. Thanks so much for talking to us. Allie?
Mona, thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely. Allie?
Bulldogs are arguably the highest maintenance breed of dog. You know, they take a lot of extra love, attention, and care, which is why a local nonprofit is dedicated to helping out these furry friends. And to tell us more, I want to welcome Chelsea Munzer, and president of Queen City Bulldog Rescue. Thank you so much for joining us today, Chelsea.
Thanks so much for having me.
So remind us what Queen City Bulldog is and why you focus on this breed in particular.
We started with Bulldogs because they're such a special breed that I found a lot of comfort in finding out that other people struggled with taking care of them and making sure that we kept their health as best as, we as dog parents possibly could. And I found that by, having a greater source of people, I found so much joy and comfort in that. So started the rescue most importantly to kind of make that net like we're in a city that I love, full of a bunch of people and dogs that we're super lucky to be able to interact with every single day.
Tell us about some of the pups you're sheltering right now.
At any given time, we'll have anywhere on average from 10 to 20 dogs in our foster care program, to where we are all foster home based. None of our dogs are kenneled. They're all in loving foster homes that we get to, work with them 24/7 and really get to learn them. We actually just did a puppy milk rescue 2 days back to where we rescued 4 Amish puppy mill moms that have not known any other life other than living in a cage and being used for breeding. So, I mean, seeing grass for the first time, seeing rain. This has been a really big day for them because they're all you would literally think that they would think the like sky is falling because they've never seen it. So COVID has kind of fallen suit with our Queen City Bulldog rescue dogs, and it kind of seems to be a busy year with a lot of hard cases. So 2020 has been challenging for us, but our team just keeps growing, and we're super grateful for it.
Okay, so we're spending obviously a lot more time at home. If people don't have room to adopt a dog right now, how else can they help out?
So obviously, we just got our first brick and mortar space around this time last year, which has been so much fun. So we definitely have more opportunity for people to come in and volunteer hours. On top of that, we also started the Queen City Bulldog Rescue Pet Food Pantry that we do on the first and third Sunday of every month. So people can always stop in and help us make sure that we have hands and bodies there to be able to give the food to people who need it most.
More importantly, how can people connect with Queen City Bulldog Rescue and all pups you help?
We are masters of social media, so they can follow us on Facebook or Instagram, and then all of this can also be found on our website at www.queencitybulldogrescue.com.
Chelsea, thank you so much for taking the time today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
And coming up here on Cincy Lifestyle, if you need a good laugh, we've got you covered. America's Funniest Home Videos is back for season 31. After 31, we'll talk to host Alfonso and Ribeiro about what we can expect this season and some of his favorite videos. All
Right about now, we could all use a good laugh, and thanks to the more than 2 million video clips sent in, we can have that through America's Funniest Home Videos. From the hazards of working from home to parents attempting the Toddler Temptation Challenge. This season is gonna have it all, and to tell us more about that is the host of America's Funniest Home Videos, Alfonso Ribeiro. Thank you so much for talking to us this morning.
Yes, thanks for having me on. It's great to not be able to see you guys, but to hear you, to feel you. It's a wonderful thing.
Well, thank you so much. So AFHV has been on the air for more than 3 decades as we've figured it out. So what's it like hosting such an iconic show in the first place?
You know, it's truly an honor. The idea that I'm able to follow in the footsteps of Tom Bergeron and Bob Saget, and for me to be able to be part of this, and it's a long-lasting legacy, and I'm hoping that I'm continuing it in the right way. But it is an honor truly to be part of this show. I've watched it from the very beginning. I've seen all iterations of this, and have loved it, and that's why I wanted to be the host of this show.
So what's it like doing this show without an audience, which you've had before, but because of COVID this year, there is no audience? How has that changed what you do?
Well, actually, what we've done is we bought the technology that the NBA is using. ABC and Vindemona bought it, and so now we are Zooming an audience actually into our studio. So I still have a little bit of play with the audience. They're not live and in person, but they're Zooming in from all over the country, which is kind of cool because, this way, we're actually not getting an LA audience. We're getting actual real fans from all over the country that are coming in and being part of it in a very different, new 2020 way.
Okay, so what about you? You get to see a lot of videos. Do you have a favorite category or genre of video that makes you laugh?
Well, I'm always a huge epic fail fan. I love it when people try to do something they really should not be trying to do and failing miserably. Those are always my favorite. But I'm starting to really love the kid videos also because I've got 4 kids, so I'm starting to really understand all those videos again. I have a 17-month-old, so the baby feeding ones and all the rest, those are all starting to really kind of make me laugh because I'm recognizing my own household.
I hear you. So let's help people find you. Tell people when they can catch the premiere of season 31 of America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah, we come on Sunday nights on ABC, 7, 6 Central, and it's every Sunday night. You can check us out. We've already premiered, but we are continuing the flow of great videos week after week after week, so come check us out.
Well, and we love it, we appreciate it, and we appreciate you for joining us this morning. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Very fun. I like that new take on things. And here's also a new take. You know, it's probably not often you hear rap artists describe themselves as nerdy. Well, that is the case for a tri-state duo called Patterns of Chaos. They recently performed at the Northside Yacht Club for a WCPO Lounge Act. And we got to talk a little bit with them and hear their story and their sound.
Like this.
You might have seen something like me before, but no, they don't make them like me no more. Might have seen something like me before, but no, they don't make them like me no more. It's for better or worse, a gift and a curse, for all that it's worth, a gift and a curse.
You describe the group as nerds who love hip-hop.
That's right.
Yeah. Tell me about that.
So, yeah, we're a couple dweebs, and, like, artistically, I feel like a lot of people do paint themselves into a corner by saying, like, yeah, we do nerd rap, but that is true, but you can be a nerd for so many things. We're nerds about, of course, like, anime and, like, certain aspects of gamer culture, but we're also just absolute music nerds. Like, the amount of jazz this man has shown me. Yeah, like, we just, like, finding fascinating things or just things that fascinate us and then, like, incorporating that into our art and just like being very open about who we are and like what we'd like to see in the world and being an example of those things.
I know back in January you guys told Cincy Music that this was going to be a big year for you guys. You had a tour coming, an album coming. A lot of things changed.
All that went to the wayside.
Yeah, as it did for a lot of people.
Some of the albums we're gonna work on his album.
So no, we've been like recording that, and I think it's like been publicly said already. Like we're working on it with Radio Artifact.
Yeah. Tell me about do you have a title for the new record? Do we know when it's going to come out? How's it going?
I like the name.
All right.
Are we good with the name I had? It's like, yeah, Chaotic Good.
Where do you see your role in sort of like in the music community here in Cincinnati or the hip hop community here in Cincinnati? Where does Patterns of Chaos fit?
All right, so I'll be on Pitchfork. So check it. You could call us some pan-artistic liaisons, you know, like using our medium to like translate multiple ideas across different contexts, really interacting with, you know, the different scenes, or as they are known in Japan, according to the book Hip Hop Japan that I own, Genba, the areas of performance, you know, the clubs and whatnot. We like a lot of things, but we use rap music to like interact with those things. Like we bring what we do to those things, and we welcome people bringing what they do to us. That's why we don't just do hip hop shows.
It's like we have a lot of friends in different, like we have a lot of friends in like the punk community, not just the hip hop. We have a lot of, you know, friends in like just, you know, the indie folk community that's
like
the folk,
music scene.
The music scene period.
Like, even in like the experimental scene, like a little bit in like the hardcore scene.
Yeah.
Tell everybody where they can go to find everything Patterns of Chaos.
So you can head to our Instagram at thebandPOC, THEBANDPOC, or patternsofchaos.bandcamp.com. And we're also on all streaming services at Patterns of Chaos, where you can hear our first album, Freedom.
And the next album? Sometime?
Huh?
Any idea on the next album?
Oh, by the end of the year. Tired of it. By the end, yeah, it's coming out.
Guys, again, thanks for coming in. Jay and Alex from Patterns of Chaos. Great set, guys. Thanks again.
Rap music.
Thanks for having me.
Rap music.
I quit my job with no savings just to hear you say Freund Levin. Get on your bad disbehavior. Party people say Freund Levin. POC, we ain't playing. Never quit saying Freund Levin.
Wow, you know, I've got to take a breath after that. Whew. Well, we'll be back with more Cincy Lifestyle on the other side of the break. Plus, be sure to check us out on Facebook. We post all our guest segments and community stories right there so you can watch them and share them with your friends. So like and follow us now at facebook.com/Cincy Lifestyle. We'll be right back. Well, it is going to be mostly cloudy today, but you know, according to PKR director, he said that it's more colorful than it was yesterday, and I couldn't agree more. Hey, the sun will peek out this afternoon with a high near 50. Well, coming up next, Allie, well, next week, I should say, Allie, on Cincy Lifestyle, it's an artist who is painting cats and dogs. That's right. We'll talk to her about how she achieves such a fun but lifelike look and where you can pick up some ornaments just in time for the holidays. Oh, those are beautiful.
Oh my goodness, it's crazy to think the holidays are around the corner, but plus cold and flu season are also around the corner, which is why we are being proactive and stocking up on a few easy things each household should have on hand. All that and so much more happening right here on Cincy Lifestyle all next week. And that is Cincy Lifestyle for October 30th. I can't believe it's a day before Halloween. We hope you enjoyed the show today. And remember, reach out to us. We love to hear from you. Give us a call, shoot us a message on Facebook, Instagram, or even give us an email. We like to read. And on that note, make it a great weekend. Happy Halloween. Lots of candy. Not too much to make your stomach upset. Happy Halloween. And make it a great day.
Thanks for watching our video, and if you liked what you saw, hit the subscribe button. You can also check out full episodes of the show you've never seen before, or watch your favorites again and again. And as always, we love to say it, make it a great day.